Prescott on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Prescott. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, 49ers.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On the toss, here's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Kill. 47. 36 to Mike. Right here. Wide. Get wide. Alert 3. Alert 3. You got tape right there. Slam.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Down. 180. Deuce right, Chief. Man out. Kill. Hatchet. Check. Low.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Carr flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now. 56, Mike, 56. 180. Hey, we're good. 180. We're good.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You're mine. SOS. Watch the shit.
Here's Freeman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
185. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 31. Check 13. Check 13.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Ertz has it left side. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd.
Check it out.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a give, right side. It's Cannon, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Mike, watch the pass. 93. 53 is Mike. 53.
Shotgun now for Carr, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Here we go, 47. 36.
To throw is Prescott. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Prescott now. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, 49ers.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Romeo Okwara able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Eli Harrell in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott to throw it. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trenton Cannon, 72 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over them. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And the Bengals, they've now taken the lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Brought down back at the 31.
46.
Now on second and 16, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike. Rip right. We're going to 54. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Now Prescott. They got a man. It's Woods. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw, Prescott. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Leonard Fournette there to make the grab. And the 49ers get a score closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Well, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all, and our score remains the same. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Back to Cannon again on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 yards there and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check it backer, check it backer. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On first down, Cannon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Kill! He's crashing! He's too right, Chief!
On second down, Armstead. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Check 4, check 4. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Low.
They go again with Cannon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Trenton Cannon. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on the 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Go, take a seat. You can't. Go to 54. Go to 54. Let's go.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter, in the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Flare. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Right down.
On third down, here's Cannon. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's good to have football.